Hey folks, I know it's been ages since I've made one of these things, so I figured it's time to rectify that. Got a couple of packages today in the mail, so I figured, I will even open them up. I haven't even done that yet, so I'll open them up for you guys, and you can see what's what. So, box one, I know what's in this. This is all paint, because, as you might know, sorry, I've got killer allergies this time of year. As you might know, poly scale paints made by testers, they've discontinued. Well, that was interesting. So as I was saying in the other video, the camera kind of blanked out on me on polyscale paint being discontinued. So, and of course at this time I found that some of the old Battlestar Galactica ships were of course painted with polyscale paints, and one of the kits that I have, the Colonial Movers ship, actually lists the different polyscale paints that were used to paint the studio model. Now, of course, the model I have is probably about that big. I know you don't have an actual scale when you're looking at me doing the Dr. Tongue 3D zoom at you here. But the ship is, if it's 3 inches long, I think I'm being generous with that. So anyway, but there's a list of the colors, so I've been scouring the mail order places and getting some of the old polyscale colors. Got me a bag of them here, as well as some of the new, I think they're new anyway, Badger colors, which look like they're going to be matching some of the old polyscales. So I guess it wasn't really essential that I get these things now, since Badger is replacing them, but or, well, not replacing them because it's a different company, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let me turn this off and I'll be back. I've got another bigger box that I will open with the camera pointed into it instead of at me. And then the other goodie that I thought I would attempt today is the Legend Silverhawk Burst. This is the deluxe set because it's got the model kit, which you can see on the left, and on the right it's got the extra parts, which I'm assuming details some kind of power-up from the game. And there's a nice back showing all that neat Japanese video game goodness on it. Back in a minute. Okay, so as I was saying, I got me some paints here that were meant for the Colonial Movers kit. 3 of the colors that they mention are Railbox Yellow, Sylvan Green, and Santa Fe Red, or ATSF Red, which, if you had my father, you knew ATSF meant Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe. So, and I was telling you how small this kit is. There's my hand. There's all the kit pieces. That it's maybe an inch long, but I think it's probably not quite. Those are the cargo containers. So you can see 2.5, 3 inches at the most. I could probably paint 100 of these kits with one bottle. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Point is, I got the colors that I wanted to get, and I got the kit that I wanted to get, so I should be happy. Next, we've got another box here, and I'm just hunting for my knife because, as everybody knows, when you have something that you really need and you just had it and you put it down, of course it disappears. So let me make do with another tool. And we'll just open this one up. This is from Tower Hobbies. I know you can't see this on camera. So let me, here we go. And first thing we have in here is the NX01 Reef at Wonderfest. But unfortunately I didn't see for sale at Wonderfest, so because I was buying paint from Tower and they had a thing where you got $5 off of a $50 purchase, I had to get over $50, and that was what pushed me up over. I don't know if you can see inside the bag there, but it looks like 4 bottles of paint. And I know there's a couple more coming from their Reno warehouse. And then they also had this set of Badger 7-color set, airbrush ready, and it's the East Coast Railroad set. And this was on for just under $10. So I thought, well, even if I don't know what colors are in it, $10 for 7 paints seems like a pretty good deal to me. So we could pop this open and see just what exactly is in the East Coast Railroad set number 4. And we get Conrail Blue. Lucky me, because wouldn't you know it, I ordered some other colors that I didn't need for the Colonial Movers ship, and included in that was 2 bottles of Conrail Blue. So now I've got 3. B&O Royal Blue, C&O Yellow, C&O Enchantment Blue. Oh, that sounds lovely. CSX Gray, B&O Deluxe Gold, and I'm not mispronouncing it. Well, I might be, but it's spelled D-U-L-U-X, so Deluxe. And CSX Blue. So that sounds, I don't know. I don't know how it sounds to you. To me, I think I got a deal. Also, in the background there, you can see one of the other things that I've been toying with. This is the Stingery kit. It doesn't go together very well at all. But I know where I've puttied it and where I had to glue it. And then glue it again because the sides were kind of weak the first time and came unglued. But this is basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 parts. You've got this one big thing for the body. These sides are separate. So there's 3, actually sorry, 4, because you've got the front and the back, or the front and the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 piece here for the back, and that has a lot of fit issues. You probably can't, well there, you can kind of see I still need to sand and putty or resand part of that, but it's a lot better than it used to look. And then there's one little piece that goes here. So 6 pieces altogether. I think I'm improving because the way that that's turned out, I can barely see where I did the puttying, and I did a lot of wet sanding on this thing. So I'm actually kind of proud of that. And to expand my firsts, I'm actually going to paint this using nail polish, which I've thinned here. And I did 3 test spoons using the 3 different basic primers that I have. This is on automotive red primer. This one was on Tamiya white primer, the fine surface primer, and this was on automotive gray primer. And you can see I've chosen the gray. I liked the way that one came out the best of the spoons. So, and in case you're wondering, the color itself is Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure, and it's number 580, black and blue, which sounds really feminine friendly, doesn't it? So, there's that. And once again, I'm going to tease you Silverhawk Burst and Burst Parts kit. I got this from Hobby Link Japan last year before they put it on sale. I know they have it on for, I think it was half off right now, so I'm kind of kicking myself that I couldn't wait. And let's see, I have looked inside the boxes, but I haven't taken anything out of the bags yet. The extra parts kit doesn't have, it has lots of parts in it, but it doesn't have any instructions. So I'm guessing it's going to be really easy to put together. And you can see from it that it is a lot of the same sprues. The black one is the stand, and we have 4 sets of that sprue. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of that sprue. So that's it looks like it should be pretty easy, and it forms a circle that the main ship flies into. Kind of like an sorry, not an A-wing. Kind of like Anakin's Jedi Starfighter with the hyperdrive ring, only pointier. And here's the ship itself, and it's always neat when instead of pictures of a model you get video game screen grabs on the side. There's the model pictures there. And anyway, there's the instructions. I haven't opened them yet, but from what I can see on the inside, there's the standard extra sprue order form for a Japanese kit. In case you guys are wondering if you've seen that and you're not quite sure what it is, I know it's hard, I'm showing you the back of it, but there's a sheet of paper in here that often has a price list, and it will have what turns out are the sprues. So if you goof something up, you can sometimes reorder certain sprues from the kit manufacturer, something that the North American kit manufacturers don't really do, to my knowledge. I know I have contacted Revell in the past and just said, hey, I need this part, and they're pretty neat about just sending it out to you. But I did contact Fine Molds once regarding replacement sprues for the TIE Interceptor, because the little guns that come on it, or come with it, I glued on, and the glue, I was an idiot, didn't have bare plastic to bare plastic, and next time I looked at the wings, the guns weren't there, and they would sell me more, but for the two sprues that I would need for the 4 guns, it was going to cost me more than ordering a complete kit from Hobby Link Japan. So I declined to order that. But anyway, what I was saying here is the instructions just look like they're markings showing you where all these decals go, and they're tiny decals. So it's going to be a pretty small ship. I think it's supposed to be 1/60th scale. but it's from a video game, and it's not a real ship, so whatever. But anyway, I think they're, well, no, because when I look really closely at that, it looks like I can see the reorder sheet only. So they must think that I'm really smart, or that I would have to be really stupid to need instructions to see how this all goes together. But you can see it's five sprues plus a stand plus a clear glass and one part there. I'm not saying that's a sprue because it's one part. So there we go. And since it seems to be molded in color, I'm going to try to just snip that off and put it together, because it has been far too long since I've done a good job on a kit. I completed one a little while ago, but other than that, just a lot of works in progress. So let me start on this, and I hope you've enjoyed the update. I will try to make them not so far apart, and we'll talk to you all soon.